Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is John with Addicted to Fishing. Today I'm going to be talking about treble hooks, split rings, things of that nature. I keep myself a box together with various split ring sizes, treble hooks. These are all aftermarket type treble hooks, swivels, things of that nature. I'm not going to pull them out, dress them up, and show you what's going on. I think most people know how to change out a treble hook. If you don't, there's plenty of it out there to let you know. And the importance of this and why I want to cover it is most of the baits that are out there, especially the ones that you're buying that may be a little bit more on the inexpensive side. Even some of the stuff that I find at Walmart that are bigger names, they seem to have a little bit cheaper hook than some of the other places. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, the importance of that. Let me pull out a bait here. Let me just pull out one random bait. Maybe I got one just laying here that I can easily pull out. Sure enough, this is a flat-sided crankbait. So what we're going to talk about is these stock hooks. You know, this one is a Rapala bait. It has a really good hook on it already. Pretty decent split ring. And most of the places I'm fishing around here, these stock hooks and stock split rings work well. You just need to get yourself a good set of split ring pliers. I found these at Walmart. I've got several different pair, but these have absolutely worked the best. You need a pair of those. Buy yourself some split rings. Buy yourself some treble hooks. Definitely aftermarket stuff. You know, you can buy them off of Jan's Net Craft. You can buy them on eBay. You can buy them at Bass Pro. You can buy them just about anywhere. But you're going to look for a little bit better quality hook. VMC hooks. A lot of the 2-time, 3-time strong hooks are what I look for. And the reason why is, and we'll pick on this Rapala bait, but the stock hooks that are on there, you know, especially on a cheaper bait, they're not as durable and they like to bend out. Same thing on the split rings. You can buy the owner hooks and the owner hyperwire split rings. I know a lot of people really love the owner stuff. I've used some sprayer split rings. I've used a bunch, and so far none of them have failed on me. But what you want to do is, especially if you're fishing at a place that's got a lot of giants, big fish, those hooks can bend out really easily. So I find if I look at them and I know they're pretty flimsy, you know, some of these hooks, you can take them and literally take your finger and press on them and they kind of bend. If they're kind of bending like that, unless it's a light wire hook, I'm definitely switching those out. You know, even on 3, 4, 5 pound bass, they're gonna bend out. And a lot of times when you're catching bass on a treble hook bait, you're only gonna get one hook in. And the last thing you want is on that one hook, and you have the fish of a lifetime on, and it bends that hook out. So changing out the split rings and the treble hooks is paramount in my opinion. Doesn't have to be on every one of them. Mega Bass puts a pretty decent hook on their stuff. Lucky Craft puts a pretty good hook on their stuff. Most of the bigger name brands are putting a decent quality hook on there. And people ask, you know, all the time, well, why do you have to change out the hook? You're paying $8 for a crankbait that's got junk hooks on it. Sadly enough, yes, that is an actual answer. A lot of these baits are mass produced, and to get them to you for, you know, some of these baits are $5-6. These crankbaits, they're not going to put high quality split rings and high quality hooks on them. It's just not going to happen, guys. Every once in a while, you'll find a company out there that does that in a cheaper price. You know, Rapala's not too bad about it. Strike King. Most of the Strike King stuff, the KVD stuff, is pretty good. KVD has an aftermarket triple gig hook as well. I like those a lot. 6 Cents has an absolutely phenomenal hook in them. some of your personal bait makers, you know, if you're buying customs, they have a phenomenal hook in them because they're not going to charge you $5 for a custom crankbait. Even if they're buying this crankbait here as a KO, and this is painted by a guy, he's not putting the stock hooks on it. Even if he's buying this bait, and he's going to custom make that for you, custom paint that for you, you know, like redo the whole thing. More than 9 times out of 10, he's going to put better split rings and better hooks on it. And then he's going to charge you like $15 for the bait. And the reason being is you're getting those better split rings and better hooks. But you don't have to go, you know, into that realm. You can go buy, you know, find you a confident bait, one that's going to run true, or at least if you can tune it just a little bit to get it to run true, run the way you want it to run, dive to the depth that you want it to run. And if it has junk hooks and junk split rings, again, split rings are not that expensive. Treble hooks are not that expensive. You can find lots, and I'm talking lots like you can find groups of 100 on eBay, fairly inexpensive, and that's just definitely the way to go. Because if you buy 100 of them, you know, watch Facebook Marketplace, join some of the Facebook groups that are out there for bait makers, and guys will order, you know, hooks, and sometimes they decide they don't want to use that hook anymore, or they buy a big old lot and they don't need 7,000 of the same hook, and they'll pass on some of those great hooks. I've got a few that I purchased that way. Actually, quite a few of these are purchased that way. Same thing with some of the split rings. You know, I've watched and found some bait makers that were getting rid of stuff at fairly inexpensive. One guy sent me like 5 packs of split rings and 5 packs of hooks. It's just the last of what he had, and I pretty much paid shipping for him, like $6, and got a couple 100 hooks and a couple 100 split rings. Not saying you'll find that often, but if you watch and you see stuff like that, you'll definitely get that. This one, I think, was a guy that really had not much knowledge on fishing equipment. He got it out of an estate sale, and he was just trying to get rid of stuff. He had no clue what the value is. And believe it or not, you're going to find that quite a bit. I bought a bunch of reels that way. I've traded around and gotten some of the equipment. You know, that's another thing you can do, guys, to help save money. But anyway, back on these split rings, definitely change out your stock hooks and split rings to get yourself some better gear on there. That way, if you're fishing somewhere and you get that fish of a lifetime on, you got a lot better odds of landing that fish. Anyway, that's it, guys. Real quick, shorter than 10-minute video. I'm going to try to put out some real short ones where I don't get really winded. I haven't really done that even too much, even on my 20-minute videos. I've kind of cut myself short. But anyway, guys, if you're liking the content, please hit that subscribe button. You know, it really helps the channel out a lot. It helps me grow. Helps me know that I'm putting out the right kind of content for you. I know my content's a little different than everybody else's. I have a lot different opinion on everybody else. Some of my opinions work the same as other people. But it's just my take on how things have gone. I'm trying to help people save some money and get out there and go fishing. Anyway, guys, hit that notification bell to let you know when I'm putting out new videos. Leave some comments below, like, share, do whatever you can to help this channel grow. It'd be greatly appreciated. You know, we're hopefully going to be catching a few of these guys this coming Sunday. That bass back there, I'm going to do a little video on that too, kind of give you some backstory on that. It's not an absolute giant, and I'm going to cover a lot of that stuff too, kind of give you some more history about me and what I've done, let you know that, guys, really, I've done this for 40 years. I've done it a long time. That's why I got a lot of tackle too, guys. Don't think that when you see a lot of the tackle that I have, all the rods back there that I just picked up yesterday and went out and got a Platinum American Express card and bought a bunch of gear. There's some of these rods and reels back here that I've had for 30 plus years, and I've just taken care of them. I'll cover some of that too for you guys, help you guys save money on gear. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.